I'm clicking, babe.
Hello. Oh, yeah. I'll do it again.
We-
That's going to help them.
Let's try this.
We start with a bang.
Ugh.
Okay, so here we go. Hello. Welcome to the 41st episode of What the Flicks podcast. Yeah, my name is Susan Ayers.
Patty Smith.
Lon Shima.
Jorge Sanchez.
Okay, our movies today are The Lie, The Tomorrow War, The Black... No,
Widow.
not The Black. The
Everything's the.
yeah, the Sparks Brothers,
Right.
and then Black Widow, and there's no the. Okay, so we're gonna start with The Lie, which is my movie.
Live? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's watch the trailer.
Hey, bet they thought they were gonna get away with this, huh?
Excuse me?
Brittany and Kayla didn't make it to the dance camp. Didn't the school call you?
No, Kayla's sick. I kept her home this weekend.
I was sure they were doing this together. You know, they're with their secret plans.
No way.
What?
Dad, pull over. It's Brit. What are you doing here? I'm going to that stupid ballet thing. Duh.
You think I could talk to Kayla?
Her dad took her to the doctor.
Can she call me when she's back?
Of course. You need to tell her dad that you don't know where she is.
No. Hey, what happened to your face? Looks like you got hit. Is there a bathroom nearby? Can we pull over now?
I'm scared. She can't be trusted to talk to Brittany's dad.
Kayla! Get down! Where's your friend? Oh. Whatever this game is that you were playing, it's over. Where's Brittany? Get off me!
Dad, get out of here!
I'm going to the police.
How do you want to do something really bad? I pushed her. I pushed her. She fell.
That's second-degree murder.
There's something wrong with her.
She was such a happy little girl.
Kayla's friend, her father came by the house acting strange.
Did Brittany ever talk about her father?
She told me that he hits her.
You ever lose your temper with your kid? Who told you this?
Does he really hit her?
No. Guess I learned from the best.
Whatever you want to believe, she didn't mean it.
What? Don't look at me like that.
Okay,
Kind of
so
Western
this movie, The Lie, was released in 2018 for the Toronto Film Festival, but it wasn't actually released to the public till 2020. It was written by Venus Sud or Sud, but it was taken from an actual German movie in 2015 called We Monsters, and that was written by Sebastian Coe and Marcus Seibert. Okay, someone named Steven Rodriguez suggested this movie to us, so I just kind of,
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was going to watch. I didn't know when it was made. I didn't know anything like that. So I just sat down and we watched it, and I was like, it was like so great because I didn't know what was coming up. You know, I didn't know anything about it. Jay Logan, played by Peter Sarsgaard, is driving his teenage daughter Kayla, who's played by Joey King, to a ballet retreat. The surroundings are very stark as it's the middle of winter in a very northern part of the country. On the way, Kayla sees her friend, what's her name? Brittany. She sees her friend Brittany.
It's always Brittany.
Right.
Brittany, Tiffany.
And she's like, Dad, let's stop and pick her up. She's sitting in a bus stop in the middle of nowhere, right? And it's like snow, trees, that's all around. They do pick her up, and Brittany immediately starts flirting with the father, kind of. And Kayla is not happy about this.
Wow, I didn't even pick up on that.
I didn't
Oh, yeah,
either,
I did,
actually.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, she's picking up like, oh, so you're in a band and
Yeah,
you know,
right.
like that kind of thing. And the father, I mean, he's cool. He's not encouraging this behavior, but it's kind of like, so Brittany all of a sudden goes, okay, I need to, make a pit stop. I need to go to the bathroom.
Right.
But they're in the middle of nowhere. So she's like, stop, pull over. And they go into the woods, Kayla and Brittany, right? He waits in the car and he's waiting and waiting. And then it's kind of like he's starting to get worried, like, where are they, right? So he goes into the woods to try and find them. And anyways, so then his daughter is sitting on a bridge by herself. This is after, like, he's searching and searching and searching and calling and calling and calling. And she's crying. And she says she has pushed her friend in the water over this bridge, which is really high up. And so, and then all kinds of things start happening that, and decisions start being made that are like, not good. And you keep going like, oh my God, you're not going to do that. So what happens is they kind of make some decisions, and the decisions, I say one is more awful than the one before. And they keep doubling down, and then it's like, kind of like I said, it's like a train wreck at glacial speed. It just kind of slowly happens. But you would think that would be boring, but it's not. It actually adds to the suspense. It's kind of like, you're just like, oh my, like this, I was like on the edge of, just like, what are they going to do now? Oh, no, they didn't do that. So that's kind of where it was. And I enjoyed this movie very much. Okay. So, Patty.
Okay. So the one thing I hate in life is helicopter parents, and they've been around before they had a name for them.
I don't know that term.
People who always take care of their kids' problems.
They hover over you.
Yeah, they hover, they take care of everything.
Is this a new? Seriously, I've never heard that term before.
Yeah, they have different things with parents.
How
Helicopter
funny.
parents are the most nauseating ones because what they do is they try to make everything all right all the time for their kid.
Okay.
It's very common in only children, I think. This is the one child, and so they...
Yeah, you don't have time
Fuss.
with other kids, right? So that number one just irritated the crap out of me. Also, two, and it irritated me all the way through the movie. And there's a million movies where you're trying to cover something up. So you wonder how they're going to do it, right? So the minute, and I could see they're really bad at it, so you know it's not going to go anywhere good. So,
Yeah.
but I got to tell you, I was so irritated from these helicopter parents. It's like, just send her to jail. Just give her to the police. Could have been a short. You know what I mean? So
The end.
the end, right? Because that's what all I kept noticing was, Jesus Christ, just call the police. Just get this over with. You're not good at it. If they were great liars, they could have. There was a million other things they could have done, but what they did, but they panicked all the time. But I gotta admit, the ending was a surprise. And then I would have punched that kid out. And
I
that's
would
what
have
I
pushed her
thought
off
of
the
the
bridge.
movie.
I would have pushed her off the bridge
Let me
myself.
just point out that Patty has no children.
Yes, but I love my niece like a daughter.
Okay, is that would you think you've said all your disdain?
No, that's what I thought of the movie. But I mean, because once they started lying, they kept their lies like there was no peaks and valleys on the line, and they were not good at it. So they're just going to get into it deeper. You kind of know where it's going, except they did have. I got to admit, I was really surprised at the ending. You know what I mean? But as I
without
said,
giving it away.
without giving it away,
Yes.
I would have punched that child out.
Yeah. Lon?
Well, I actually agree with you. I literally thought, oh, it's one of these movies. Because I will admit, though, I thought it was entertaining enough, but I sort of saw where this movie was going. So it's like, okay, it's going to be, like you said, one of these movies. We've seen this sort of plot.
Right.
So how good or bad are these parents? Now, that's why I have to give it to Peter Skarsgård and this Marie
Right, I like
Innes,
them
that they were very good. And I like the fact that he plays sort of a jazz musician or, artistic type. You
He's
can tell
an
sort
artist.
of
He's an artist. He's in a band.
freewheeling kind of thing, where she is an attorney, and she actually used to be like working the district attorney's office or something.
And she doesn't lie good.
Well, no, that's why I disagree, because that's the thing. she knows exactly how to tell her story and how to set everything up. It's just the fact that when they delve more into things happening,
Right.
that's when it becomes the problem, because things get set in motion as far as investigating exactly what's going on.
It's like a
but,
river.
But what I thoroughly agree. It's like, okay, she again, because it's called The Lie. That's what put my little doubt into the very beginning, right?
Oh, that it wasn't a lie. Oh, interesting.
Well, that she's lying, or he's lying, or
Oh,
somebody's
that's
lying.
good.
So my thing is, so that's how I watched the movie, strictly based on the title. So it's like, okay, pay attention. But I have to admit, I thought of things that go on that the parents try to do are somehow discounted because something else comes up. I mean, constantly something else creeps up, where it's like, oh, okay, where is this going to go now? So I was intrigued enough on that aspect that I think people will find this entertaining because, like you said, how far do you go, to help your child in a way? For me, I thought it was interesting because I thought, I'm like you. It's like, okay, I know what the law is. I know what you're supposed to do. No, okay, let's go to the police. Just tell her that you pushed her off.
Accidentally. You can
Right.
always make it.
Well,
wait,
you're
wait a
playing or whatever,
Yeah.
and just like maybe get into an argument,
Yeah.
and still be
You
accidental.
could have got off 6 months tops.
Well, not even that. Because again, she probably wouldn't have gone to jail because of that kind of teenage accident thing, right?
Angst.
But then it's like, okay, the parents became parents, and like I said,
Helicopter parents. Not all parents would have done that.
they are so good at doing what they're doing that's what keeps you at least entertained, in my opinion. But I have to admit, when that happened at the end, is get to all this stuff. It's like, okay, I sort of saw that, I thought that, and then it's like,
You knew it.
sort of, not really, but I suspected it. But like I said, I think it was sort of a gripping drama. I just didn't find it as a good thriller.
No.
Because I literally found, well, okay, what are these guys going to do now? What are the parents going to do now? You could really see them calculating. And like I said, I think the mother, being the attorney, was so much more calculating at doing things, whereas the father just really loves his daughter and wants to protect her. So, you sort of see that two types of parenting, but it is such bad parenting, in my opinion.
Well,
But I'm
So-
impressed, Lon, that when you the lie, see, it shows you how deep I am. Final, right? I'm thinking the lie. Oh, there's the lie. See, I never
right.
thought it
Yeah,
deeper.
I got yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you good with that, Lon? Okay, Judge.
Me. Let's go to me. Yeah, I actually enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was surprised me. I thought it was really good.
Because
Because well, it reminded me of those kind of movies that the serious dramas where there's and that can happen to anybody. And I thought that I see the conflict with the parents because one is, do you follow the law or do you protect your child? And most parents, that movie really shows you that conflict.
But after a while, they're protecting themselves,
Well,
don't
after a
you
while,
think?
I mean, but it's also one of those that they keep tacking on the lies, and then now they're becoming actually in a way kind of weird because now they're trying to pin it on somebody else.
well, yeah, 'cause it goes away
I mean,
from the child totally.
They're going through some weird, and I go, this family, they stuff each other because the girl's kind of weird, and the parents suddenly, they start out with good intentions, and then they get weird too. The mother is really powerful. She's a lawyer. She understands a lot. So, and then the father, and so she's trying to protect her daughter. The father is his daddy. He's a musician, but that's daddy's girl. He's gonna protect his daughter. Now they don't want her to do any prison time or anything like that. So I see the dilemma. Now I thought, this is a very successful family with money. I go, why don't they just use affluenza? Boom, I'm off.
What
So.
was it? I'm just gonna ask you something. Shit.
So it's yeah. So the movie shows at what point parents will go, how far parents will go to protect their
line.
children.
The line,
The line,
yeah.
and then of course the movie's called A Lie because they're in a way they're lying for her, and they keep tacking on, and now they're really changing, and I thought that the German original title was better.
Yeah, me too.
Months ago, that movie.
That's actually
See,
great.
because
title.
I think that you could look at this situation and you can't understand.
Oh, I can't get it.
That,
Yeah.
no, I mean you can or cannot understand their reaction,
Dilemma.
what they do.
Yes.
But this says about all of us, we monsters. There is some things that we start something in process, and then we doubled down on it. It doesn't have to be that.
Right.
And somewhere we change
The old
into
tangled web.
and so
Right.
yeah, at first
Exactly.
we practice too to see.
Self-preservation comes in.
But
Right.
no, what I mean is that there's a line, and when you cross that line, you have now become a monster. All your good intentions have made you now a monster. Do you know what I mean? It's like so that's how far will you go, and what
Right.
do you do?
And then again, in my opinion, it's like, well, who is the true monster in this movie? Ultimately,
Yeah.
But
right?
didn't you think the girl was weird? Now that should have given me a clue.
Which girl? The
I
daughter?
thought the girl was
character?
psycho.
All the
Like,
girls
she
are
was
all
so,
girls
like,
that age
But
are
wait, are
psycho.
you talking about the daughter
The
character?
daughter, the
Okay.
daughter.
Well, see, that's the one thing I personally didn't see it. I don't think I'm revealing too much because one thing that actually comes out of this is that this couple is basically divorced or separated. You can see them as they sort of plot together that they actually become more and more together again.
Yes.
You know,
That we
which
have
I'm
something-
It's a love story.
Which is,
We have
which is
something in common.
the daughter seems to
Yeah.
respond
Yeah,
to as
but-
well, right?
but
That's
that's
a big
notice
deal.
it,
That's a
yeah.
big
That's
deal.
why I think it's a good movie. They took these perfectly
It's like, hey, we have
okay
something-
people
We have something in common. We're monsters.
and they turn them into all of them monsters. And how many times in our lives, anybody's life, do you take a position on something? And then it's like, okay, I'm going to double down on it. It's like, wait a sec, I maybe shouldn't have done that. I maybe shouldn't have done that. It's by inch, you become this horrible person.
Yes, but luckily you're never self-aware of it because when you take such a hard position on something, automatically you know you're.
Well, she didn't take a hard position. They
No, what I'm
took a
saying is
protective position. They thought they were protecting,
What I was
which is
trying to say-
actually
what I
a
was-
good impulse.
What I was trying to say is that the murder moved away from the girl and it became about the parents, because the girl was like in La La Land. She
Yeah,
was
but-
like so distant from it.
Do you know how teenagers are?
Yeah.
Well, plus again, you know, it was, in my opinion, because the girl was also very good. I thought. I mean, this young girl.
Oh, I
I don't
love
even
that
know her
actress.
name.
I like
but
that
she
actress.
was, I thought, very impressive because of what you're saying. That kind of character. Because I kept scratching my head. That's why it took me a long time. Then it's like, okay, no, what is going on with these characters? I mean, between that, even the police detectives that come in, everything is all about manipulation
Oh,
at one point.
the cop is great.
Exactly. Yes.
The
She's
child
great.
was in the movie The Act. Did you ever see that true story?
No, I never.
Oh,
did,
that was
no.
good. Her with what's the girl who played in Medium? The Arquette.
Yeah. Oh, Patricia.
Rosanna?
Arquette.
True story where the mother's making the daughter sick but the daughter doesn't know it, and to get money. Oh, that's on Hulu.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. We'll check that out.
Okay.
The act.
Are we finished with our analyzation? Okay. So, Patty.
7.
I gave this a 5.
Boy, that's big for you.
I enjoyed it. I give it an 8, and I'm surprised that it got like 32 tomatoes, I think.
Oh yeah, it got really low
And I mean,
tomatoes.
I like this so much that I'm curious to see the original version too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like.
Yeah,
to
Wait,
see
yeah.
that.
this was based on a novel.
On a-
Was it?
on a
Was it
German
a
No,
movie.
on a movie.
It's a foreign film.
It's a
It's-
German
okay.
movie.
I bet it's more insidious.
You know, I saw that-
2015.
And I saw the trailer for the German film, and I thought that the trailer looked better, but maybe they just sucked on making the trailer for the other one, because if it was remade, that movie must be really good.
I bet it's more insidious.
Okay, so I give it.
Yeah, yeah.
I give it a 9. I was, like I said, I was not. I was riveted to my seat. It was great. Okay, so that boop boop boop.
We'll be back. What's going to be the next movie?
What's our next one?